Gerard James Butler is a Scottish actor and film producer. After studying law, he turned to acting in the mid-1990s with small roles in productions such as Mrs. Brown, 1997, the James Bond film Tomorrow Never Dies, 1997, and Tale of the Mummy, 1998. In 2000, he starred as Count Dracula in the gothic horror film Dracula 2000 with Christopher Plummer and Johnny Lee Miller. He played Attila the Hun in the miniseries Attila, 2001, then appeared in the films Reign of Fire with Christian Bale, 2002, and Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life with Angelina Jolie, 2003, before playing André Marek in the adaptation of Michael Crichton's science fiction adventure Timeline, 2003. He then was cast as Eric, the Phantom in Joel Schumacher's 2004 film adaptation of the musical The Phantom of the Opera, with Emmy Rossum. It earned him a Satellite Award nomination for Best Actor. Butler gained worldwide recognition for his portrayal of King Leonidas in Zack Snyder's fantasy war film 300. That role earned him nominations for an Empire Award for Best Actor and a Saturn Award for Best Actor, and a win for MTV Movie Award for Best Fight. He voiced Stoic the Vast in the critically and commercially successful How to Train Your Dragon franchise, 2010 to 2019. Also in the 2010s, he portrayed Secret Service agent Mike Banning in the action thriller series Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, Angel Has Fallen, and The Upcoming Night Has Fallen. He played military leader Tullus Aufidius in the 2011 film Coriolanus, a modern adaptation of Shakespeare's tragedy of the same name, and Sam Childers in the 2011 action biopic Machine Gun Preacher. Butler was born in Paisley, Renfrewshire, Scotland, the youngest of 3 children of Margaret and Edward Butler, a bookmaker. He is from a Catholic family of Irish descent. His family moved to Montreal, Quebec, Canada when he was 6 months old. A year later, when his parents' marriage broke down, his mother left Montreal and returned to Scotland with Gerard, aged 18 months. Butler was head boy at St. Mirren's and St. Margaret's High School in Paisley and won a place at University of Glasgow School of Law. He also attended Scottish Youth Theatre while a teenager. He did not see his father again until he was 16, when Edward Butler called to meet him at a Glasgow restaurant. After the meeting, Butler cried for hours, and recalled later, "That emotion showed me how much pain can sit in this body of yours, pain and sorrow that you don't know you have until it is unleashed." As a student, he was the president of the University Law Society, a position he later said he kind of blagged my way into. When Butler was 22, his father was diagnosed with cancer and died. He said of this period in his life, "I had gone from a 16-year-old who couldn't wait to grasp life to a 22-year-old who didn't care if he died in his sleep." Before his final year of law school, Butler took a year off to live in California, mostly in Venice Beach, where he held different jobs, traveled often, and, he says, drank heavily. At one point he was arrested for alcohol-related disorderly conduct. Describing his behavior during that year, he recalled, "I was out of control, and justifying it with this idea that I'm young, this is life. This is me just being boisterous." After his time off in America, he returned to Scotland to finish his final year at law school. He had ear surgery as a child that left him with a mangled ear. He still suffers from tinnitus and has hearing loss in his right ear. Upon graduation, he took a position as a trainee lawyer at an Edinburgh law firm. However, he continued to stay out late drinking and frequently missed work. 1 week before he qualified as a lawyer, he was fired. At the age of 25, and an unqualified lawyer, he moved to London to pursue his dream of becoming famous. He admitted, "When I started out, I'm not sure I was actually in it for the right reasons. I wanted very much to be famous." Initially unable to win any acting roles, he worked in a variety of jobs including as a waiter, a telemarketer, and a toy demonstrator at fairs. In London, he met an old friend from his teenage days in the Scottish Youth Theatre, who was now a London casting director. At that time, he was her boyfriend and her assistant. She took him to an audition for Stephen Burkhoff's play of Coriolanus. The director said of Butler's audition, "When he read, he had such vigor and enthusiasm, so much that it made the other actors seem limp, that I decided to cast him in the ensemble." Then aged 27, Butler had his first professional acting job. Less than a year later, he won a part in a theatre adaptation of Trainspotting at the Edinburgh Festival. At age 30, he decided to move to Los Angeles, where he won parts in Dracula 2000, Tomb Raider 2, Dear Frankie and Phantom of the Opera. In London, Butler had various odd jobs until being cast by actor and director Stephen Burkhoff, who later appeared alongside him in Attila, 2001, in a stage production of Coriolanus. He was cast as Ewan McGregor's character Renton in the stage adaptation of Trainspotting, the same play that had inspired him to become an actor. His film debut was as Billy Connolly's character's younger brother in Mrs. Brown. His film career continued with small roles, first in the James Bond film Tomorrow Never Dies and then Russell Mulcahy's Tale of the Mummy, 1998. In 2000, Butler was cast in two breakthrough roles, the first being Attila the Hun in the American TV miniseries Attila, 2001. The film's producers wanted a known actor to play the part but eventually chose Butler. He was cast as Dracula in Dracula 2000. He then appeared in Reign of Fire as Creedy and Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life, 2003, as Terry Sheridan, alongside Angelina Jolie, in the role of Andre Marek in the big-screen adaptation of Michael Crichton's novel Timeline. Butler played an archaeologist who was sent back in time with a team of students to rescue a colleague. In 2003, director Joel Schumacher was deciding on the principal casting for the film The Phantom of the Opera, a film adaptation of the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical of the same name, and thought of Butler, whom he had seen earlier in the film Dracula 2000, to play the title character. Butler, who had no musical experience other than singing in a rock band while he was studying to be a lawyer, was surprised at the interest, but immediately began taking singing lessons with a vocal coach. He then did an acting audition with Schumacher and a singing audition with Lloyd Webber, both of whom were impressed by his performance. The film, and Butler's performance, received mixed reviews, though Butler was nominated for a Satellite Award for Best Actor. Other projects that followed include Dear Frankie, 2005, The Game of Their Lives, 2005, and Beowulf and Grendel. In 2006, he starred as Spartan King Leonidas in the Warner Brothers production 300, which is often described as his breakthrough role. Butler, who said he wanted to look really strong in the film, trained with a high-intensity workout for 4 months prior to the film's shooting. In 2007, he appeared in Butterfly on a Will co-starring Pierce Brosnan and Maria Bello, which aired on network TV under the title Shattered, and in the romantic comedy P.S. I Love You with Hilary Swank. In 2008, he appeared in Nims Island and Rock'n'Rolla. In 2009, he starred in the Neville Dean/Taylor film Gamer, The Ugly Truth, and Law-Abiding Citizen, which he also co-produced. In 2010 he starred in the action/comedy The Bounty Hunter with Jennifer Aniston, and did voice acting for the 2010 animated film How to Train Your Dragon as Stoic the Vast. On 15 and October 16, 2010, thanks to the popularity of his role as Spartan King Leonidas and the use of his lines during athletic events at Michigan State University, he was a guest at their Midnight Madness at Homecoming American football game. As of August 2011, Butler, while filming Playing for Keeps, was writing songs and in the process of recording an album. He disavowed gossip reports that Marilyn Manson and Johnny Depp had advised him on the project. On 18 December that year, while filming Chasing Mavericks, Butler was hospitalized after he was pulled under big waves. Subsequently, he was taken to Stanford University Medical Center and later released. Gerard Butler has said he is devastated after the sudden death of his brother-in-arms Darius Campbell Dunesh. The Scottish singer-songwriter and actor, whose family announced his death aged 41 on Tuesday, was pictured with the actor in Malibu recently. Well guys, what are your thoughts? Do tell us. Thanks for watching.